Good morning. Just see if I can get you on my face on my laptop. I think there I am. Okay, I'm live. And I look like I'm the right way round, so that's even better. Always good to be the right way round. Okay, if you jump on, say hi. I'd like to say hello. This is my card and a cuppa. I hope you've got your cuppa. I've got mine. If you're watching a replay, I hope you've got a beverage of any kind that you like. I'm just going to have a sip. Okay, today I'm going to, so we all know Celebration has finished, and for Australia and everywhere now, so that finished on Wednesday. Hi Lynn. So we've got two promotions running at the moment. We've got the Savings Are in Bloom, and we've got the Waves of the Ocean promotion. I like saying that one better than collection. The Waves of Inspiration stamp set and dies will go through to the new annual catalogue that'll come out in May. The papers, the foils and the rhinestones won't. They're only while supplies last. So if you want the papers and the foils, get them now. This Savings in Bloom one is with the mini cut emboss machine. That's 20% off. And there's a whole lot of bundles, stamp sets and dies that are also 20% off. And that's just for the month of March. So today I thought I'd play with one of the bundles that's 20% off. I haven't played with this one for ever so long. It's called Hydrangea Hill. I really like the stamp set. When it first came out, it had gorgeous DSP, designer series paper. And I really love it when they have matching designer series paper to a bundle, a stamp set and dies. I don't think I've played with it since the DSP retired, actually. So anyway, the stamp set and bundle are really nice, and it's currently 20% off. It's in the annual catalogue. So let me put my phone up into the holder and we can get started. So just bear with me. I'll swing you around and I'll put you up into my holder. Hope that didn't cause too much vertigo for people. I'm still trying to work out how to use StreamYard, which is a program where you can just sort of put things, switch from your laptop camera to your phone that's already up in the stand. So I haven't mastered that yet. I don't know if I ever will, but anyway, we'll see how we go. So these are all the bundles that are for sale, but for 20% off. I don't have all of them. I've got the Celebrate Sunflowers, which I've used that quite a bit. I've got the Garden Wishes bundle. I've got the Hydrangea Haven bundle. And I've got the Quiet Meadow bundle. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 12. There's 13 bundles that's on sale. So I've only got 4. That makes me feel really proud of myself that I haven't bought more than that. Yeah, as I said, I haven't played with the hydrangeas since they retired the matching DSP. I really like that DSP. I've still got some left over, but of course you can't demonstrate with it. So let's go to the catalogue and have a little look. So it's in the annual catalogue and it's on page 109. So it's down here. So it's a bundle in the catalogue at 10% off, but with the March Savings in Bloom sale or promotion, it's 20% off. So that's that. What else am I going to... So these are the couple of cards I played around with. I don't like that one. I stamped it and then sponged over the top. This one I just die cut and sponged over the top. I'm more in favour of doing this one, but I'm not sure whether to use this embossing folder or the masks. So I'll have to... You haven't played... You haven't played with it either much. Oh, well, there you go. That makes both two of us. As I said, Lynn, I really liked having the paper, the matching paper. So we're going to do a combination of these two, I think, today. But these are a couple that I've had in my stash. I was going to do a class, I think, when we went back into lockdown last year, and I don't know whether I ever eventually, I don't think it turned into an online class. I can't really remember. But these are a couple of ones that I made. This was using a sneaky little bit of the paper. But yeah, it's a pretty set. So, and I've got a strong feeling that it will retire. I don't know why, I just do. So I thought I'd better do a little bit more playing before it does retire. So in these two cards that I've used, I've also used this gorgeous grape ribbon. It's the sheer ribbon. So I've used that on the cards. And I've used, nope, that's showing the bundle down here. I've used the pastel pearls, which coordinated, I'm pretty sure, with this bundle. Oh, maybe I coordinated with the Friends Are Like Seashells at first. I'm not sure. It was either this bundle or the Friends Are Like Seashells. I've got a feeling it was this bundle. I'm using that. And then what else have we got here? I don't know where they've got the masks in this catalogue. I can never find them. Let me just have a quick... Oh, here they are. So on page 128, we've got our decorative masks that are in the annual catalogue. I'm using number 5, which is the basic patterns. So that's the ones I've used. And then I also used a mini embossing folder called Meadow Moments. So everything's from the annual catalogue today. For that card, that's really pretty, and I just softly put a blending brush over them. That's really pretty. I like that. I do also like the spots, the masks. So I'm just not quite sure which one to go with. Anyway, we'll put our catalogue to one side and we'll have a little look at a couple of other things. I do have a couple of places left for my whitewash class tomorrow. So we're probably going to make this one. And this one, oh, that's upside down. And this one seems to be a favourite. Even though the Carmen Camellia has gone, I just thought it was a pretty stamp to use. So the ladies that are coming know that it has retired. So this one's been heat embossed with the white embossing powder. This one's not heat embossed. So that's our technique class for tomorrow. You'll make 2 cards and you'll make 2 little samples for your technique sheet, like so. So little samples like that, and we're just going to pop them in, and it's written on the back how we've done them. So that's tomorrow's class. So if you'd like to come, let me know, because I will be cutting up the cardstock this afternoon. What else have I got? I've got a new online class happening. So now that celebration's over, I'm doing an online class with the Waves of the Ocean collection. So I can't send stamped images, so you have to stamp your own sentiments. And this is a fancy fold card. So it's my M card. Or it's a seagull. That's what I decided. But yeah, it's got like a window sheet there and it folds out. But I can't do the stamped images for you. I can only send you the dies, the pre-cut dies and the paper. So if you'd like to participate in the online class, just place a $50 order with me. It doesn't have to be with the Waves bundle. It can be any product that you want, and I'll cut that out and send it out to you, and I'll send a link to the video of the class tutorial. And I think that's all I've got to show you. So my thingo, that's my next class tomorrow. Then on the 1st of April, no, the 2nd of April, I've got the Daffodils class. That's 4 cards for $25. I haven't really promoted that yet. And I had to postpone my palm trees, Paradise Palms, because I had a lady who was sick. So I'll run that again probably at the end of April. I'll put that up again so that people don't miss out, because I had people wanting to do it but couldn't come on the day I'd chosen. So maybe it'll work better for other people now. Hi Lorraine, how are you? I've been saying all the sales. That's what I've been talking about so far this morning. And I've got my cuppa, so I'll have a little sip. It's so good coffee. I love it. I only have 2 cups a day. People think I'm a real addict, but I'm not. I only have 2 cups of coffee a day. But they've got to be nice coffee. Oh, now Rosie's going off. I can't do a video without a lawnmower, a snipper, helicopters, frogs, and now Rosie. Rosie, come on. The ladies don't want to hear you. No, they don't. I'll shut my door. That'll teach you. No, I'm shutting my door because you're noisy. I think I've got, I think there's school kids over on the oval opposite us, and I think they're making a bit of noise, and she's not happy about that. So, dearie me. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this card. I wasn't so happy with this one, stamping it and then running it through the die. This one I just ran through on Whisper White cardstock, and then I've just blended over the top. So I think I'm going to go with that and the embossing, not embossing folder, the masks. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get, I've already pre-cut my stems, and as I was saying earlier, I haven't played with the Hydrangea bundle much since they retired the DSP that matched it, because I really liked the DSP. Okay, so I've got my pieces of cardstock ready. It's just, oh no, you're in lockdown, Lorraine. Luke got it from school, I'm guessing. Yeah, Matt and Lucy's flatmates have got it. One of them has got it, so Matt and Lucy are trying to find somewhere to live for a week, because they don't have to isolate. Apparently now you don't have to isolate. And so Matt and Lucy don't want to get it because, you know, it stops them from working and everything. So I told them they could stay here, but that's a bit far from Newcastle to their gym and their other jobs and commitments. I'm sure they'll find somewhere. I've just noticed I've got a shadow on my desk. The sun has decided to come out a little bit, so let me just pull my blind down. It's still not much better, but it's a little bit better, I think. Okay. What was I doing? Okay. So I've got my cardstock cut out. So this is just your normal A5 piece of cardstock, an A4 sheet cut in half and scored down the middle. This is 10 centimeters by 14.4, and this is 9.5 by 13.9, if you're wanting to know what sort of dimensions I use. I'll put that one to one side because I'm not real happy with it. So that's no good that you've been isolating. I think I would probably isolate too. Yep, half of his class has it. Why don't they have? You don't have to. You don't have to isolate now. That's the rule, Lorraine. You don't have to. If you're a close contact, you don't have to isolate. Go figure. Beats me. But there you have it. Now, I am going to pop a little bit of this on my cardstock so that it doesn't move. I can see I've got a bit more sun coming in. It's going to be this time of year that's going to be problematic, I think. Now, let me just... I only want light purple. Yeah, look up the rules, Lorraine, because you and Dean and Jack probably don't have to isolate. Okay, so I'm using, no, I don't want Gorgeous Grape, that's the really dark one. I'm using Highland Heather and my all-time favourite blending brushes. And I'm just going to go, what am I going to do? I'll put it over a little bit further. And I'm going to go heavier on this side. So can you see my sample card? I've gone sort of darker there and faded it off. So heavier there, and then I'm just going to lightly go over here and see if that's looking any good. It does, the rules do change all the time. But check it out. I did hear it on the radio a while back. I think it changed a few weeks ago that if you were a close contact, you didn't have to isolate. So that means Jack and Dean can still keep going to work, which is good. I'm just going to lay this back over. You can easily lay things back over. And I'm just going to sort of fade it right off. I didn't want it sort of like a definite line. Is that good? Yeah, I think that's good. So this is from the basic pattern masks in the annual catalogue. Just the spots. So that's that done. So that's going to go there. So I shall get my little, fold that up so there's no mishaps. I'm going to apply my leaves. I'll just poke these out. So I had an interesting week this week, or busy week. I went to work 3 days. I'm sick of stupid patients. I don't know. Some patients can't even remember their PIN on their card. Like, surely you'd know what your PIN is when you come into the doctors and you know you're going to have to pay. Anyway, we shall breathe through the stupidity that's out there in the world. Anyway, let's get back to good stuff. So, yeah, I worked 3 days. So, I had Wednesday off. So, Olivia and I went up to Caves Beach Coastal Bar and Grill, where we're probably going to have the wedding reception. I had to check it out and have a look, and Olivia was very excited. She thought it was lovely and just beautiful, and she loved the deck where the weddings can take place. And so we got some dates for March next year, and she's just going to choose. We're going to choose a date, so we'll lock that in. We're going with a weekday wedding because Olivia doesn't care. Olivia and Kurt don't care what day of the week they get married. And let me tell you, it makes a huge difference to the price tag. So it doesn't worry them. So we're going to probably go with a Thursday wedding for the cherubs. And that's all still to be refined. So that was exciting. We had a nice day. I've got my little wedding planner book. Olivia gave me this little notebook for Christmas. So I've got my little wedding planning book, and she's got a wedding planning book. I gave her one for her engagement. And yeah, so we had a lovely day together. And we looked at other options as we drove back down the coast, but the Coast Bar and Grill, the Waves Coastal Resort looks like the one we're going to do. As I said, not set in concrete yet. Okay, so this is the Hydrangea Sweet and the dies. I'm going to get this little die out. I already, as you can see, I already pre-cut the leaves and the intricate leaves to put on top. I had already done that. So just on a piece of white cardstock, I'm going to run this through the mini cut emboss machine, which is also 20% off at the moment. So okay, so that pops out. Put that over there. Now, oh, it's humid today. I'm just going to do this with my dye brush. This is a funny little die. It sort of cuts out little flowers but doesn't cut them right out. It's interesting how it does that. And you can oh, there it is. And then you can poke them up and sort of get them sitting up a little bit. So I'm just going to finish poking out any centers that's needed. And then before I'll just have another sip of coffee. Hang on, guys. And before I try and poke them up, I'm just going to put a little bit of I've got a tickle now. I hope Luke's not too sick with COVID. I'm not sick at all. I just seem to have a tickle. I cough when I get overheated. It's just terrible. Okay, so I might put a little bit more blue there. And now you just sort of, I just go around with my fingernails and just sort of poke these up a little bit. And it's a bit tedious, but it does actually make them look a bit more like the hydrangeas, because I love hydrangeas. We planted some near our front door because they're beautiful. They come out at Christmas for us, so that's nice. So yeah, so the coast Waves Coastal Resort, I think it's called, up at Caves Beach, is a beautiful spot. It's got a nice option for outdoor wedding, but it's got a wet weather. Sorry, guys. It's got a wet weather alternative, which is a must. But hopefully it'll be a sunny day when they eventually tie the knot. Yeah, and we're just gonna probably do like grazing boards and finger food style reception, which I was concerned might not be enough food for people, but oh my goodness, the options are amazing. So so that's good. And yeah, so we've sort of got that not locked in yet. We want to just secure the date, hold the date, so that no work conferences get booked on the Thursday that she's wanting, or that they decide on. And let me put down, I've got a message from the girl herself. Just a head cold, already feeling. Thursday's the new Saturday with regards to wedding. Is it? I don't know. I've never planned one since my own, and that's, next year's a big year. That's 40 years ago. Yeah, I've got a big birthday next year, and we've got a big wedding anniversary, and then there'll be Liv's wedding as well. So that's a big year. I've got to rest and get my energy levels up. I'm glad he's only got like a head cold. Oh, that's good. That's so good. Okay, now I haven't put as much which way does this go? This goes here, I think. I haven't put as much blue on, but that's okay. Is it Thursday's the new Saturday? Very, very interesting. Well, Saturdays are booked out so far ahead. And they only do sit-down formal type wedding receptions on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which I think is the case with most places. And they don't want that sort of formal type arrangement. They want it to be, you know, relaxed and low-key. So therefore they don't care what day of the week they get married. So, and in a big scheme of things, it doesn't matter what day of the week you get married. So, that's not as heavily blended as I did the others. I'm just going to be careful. Okay, let's get our glue and attach it to our black matting piece. She's so funny though. She said, because I asked, I said, now with the cocktail style of wedding, do you have like a bridal table? And the event manager said, no, we don't have a bridal table. And Olivia said, what's a bridal table? God bless her little cotton socks. I said, it's where the bride and groom and the wedding party sit, you know, at the front. And she goes, I don't want to sit at the front. I don't want people looking at me. And I said, Liv, you're getting married, therefore people are going to be looking at you. She friends' daughters both getting married. And I said, wow, oh, that makes me so cool, Lynn. That makes me feel so much better, Lynn. I didn't want people to think I was being a cheapskate. Because, you know, I said to Liv, I said, if you want a Saturday wedding, we'll have to go with another option, like, because I've looked at like surf life-saving clubs that will hire out their venue and everything. I said we'd have to go with that kind of option because the fee to rent the space isn't much, but then we'd have to do all the hiring of the tables and the chairs and the wait staff. And she's funny, isn't she, Lorraine? You know her, so you know. I'm thinking, hello, you were a ballerina, you used to stand up on the stage and dance, child. Why don't you want to have people looking at you? Look what I did. See, I'll blame my daughter for that. I put a blob over there. I know, she's a classic. She's a real classic. Oh, that makes me feel good that Thursdays are becoming becoming more popular. Well, Matt and Lucy have just been to a few weddings. One was a Monday, and I think one was a Thursday, or it could have been a Friday in the Hunter Valley. One was a Monday down in Mollymook. And they were all postponed COVID weddings. And the place at Caves Beach said that they had just done 18 weddings in 22 days, and they were all postponed from COVID. So obviously people don't care about the day of the week. They just happy to get married. So so that's good. So yeah, I said to Liv, I said, people are going to be looking at you, honey. You're going to be the bride. I said. She's so funny. But yeah, I said to Liv, I said, oh, you know, will people think we're being cheap and nasty if we have it on a Thursday? And she goes, I don't care what day of the week I get married. So I went, okay, fine. Oh, honestly, I had one lady, Lynn, come to one of my classes and tell me that we'd be up for $50,000 for the wedding. And I quickly added that they can elope if it's going to cost us that much. So And thankfully Olivia doesn't want it to be a ridiculous affair. She just wants something nice and personal. She doesn't want that. She told the lady, oh, we'll only probably have 30 guests. And I said to the event lady, let's go with 50. Because I know when you start putting names down on paper, it adds up. Does that look like I've covered something up? So we started putting names down on paper when we were having lunch. And we got up to 47, and that was keeping it very minimal. So yeah. But yeah, she's a funny girl. She's so gorgeous. Now let me think. Well, I just put that flat. This is a super simple card. So lots of exciting things to do, and there's a wedding expo at Gosford Racecourse next Sunday, the 27th. So we're going to that just so we can, just to get ideas of what's around and what's available, and so that'll be fun. So, I never thought I'd be planning her wedding because I thought she'd be living overseas dancing. But I'm glad she's not. I'm glad she's here and I can be a part of it. So, does it look like I should have one up there? Yeah, the costs are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I know, Lynn, it's just ridiculous. No, she hasn't bought a dress yet. We're looking at 12 months' time, the wedding, so March next year. And as I said, we're going to this expo to have a little look around, but we've got brides to be at Somersby to go and have a look at. And apparently this wedding dress shop here at East Gosford's really good. So yeah. And then somebody told me that there's a wedding dress shop on the Gold Coast that's really good. And I went, hey, girls trip. But I'm sure she's not. What did she say? She's not a bridezilla. She said a lot of people think are called bridezillas. And I went, okay, I've not heard of that comment. And she said, I don't think I'm a bridezilla. And I said, no, I don't think you're a bridezilla either. It's more like those people on Married at First Sight that are just ugly and horrible. Anyway, so some nice things to look forward to. Which makes up for the idiot patients at work who complain about everything, complain about the cost of the consultation, complain about the cost of a procedure. Then they can't remember their PIN number when they're trying to pay after all their complaining. And yeah, so we forget about work now for 3 days and we just focus on fun and happy things. Anyway, I think this one turned out better than this one. I was a little bit heavier with my blending on the Hydrangea dye. I like how these things just sort of ping up. I like that. I'm just a bit hesitant to do any more blending because I don't want to get it over here. So anyway, that's our card and a cuppa today. So you've had some funny little stories from me today. Hey, I do have funny stories sometimes. I got a funny story about a blue-tongued lizard, but I'll keep that one for my Makeup Monday. Yeah, I'll do that for my Makeup Monday. Anyway, that's our card and a cuppa for this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Pull out some of your products that you haven't played with for a while. As I said, I think I have a sneaking suspicion that this bundle will probably get retired. And I hadn't played with it really that much since they retired the DSP that matched it. So it is a lovely bundle, so pull it out, have a play with it. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday, guys, for my Makeup Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.